Good afternoon and welcome to the third Bank of Ireland Leinster Schools quarter-final between Newbridge College and Belvedere. Blackrock and Gonzaga have already earned their place in the semi-final, and both of these teams will be doing everything they can to join them. Kickoff is coming up in just under 10 minutes' time. Delighted to be joined once again by Bernard Jackman here in Energia Park. Bernard, thankfully the rain has subsided a little bit. Two good teams going to battle today. Belvedere will be slight favourites coming in.
Yeah, I think Belvedere are slight favourites. Newbridge have had a difficult enough pre-season in terms of friendlies and the league campaign, but they have a good record in the last couple of years in the Cup, and also the Junior Cup team won the Cup last year, so there's a bit of confidence from that, but Belvedere are slight favourites, you say.
And some of those players from that Junior Cup are involved in that team today. What other players are you going to be watching today?
Well, the captain of the Junior Cup team, Paddy Taylor's at 10. He's a very good player. He's only in fourth year, but the star player for Newbridge is the number 9, Tyke Brophy. He missed the first round. Leinster under-18 player. He's back today, and most things that Newbridge will try will go through him.
Well, Belvedere have an enormous second row pairing, 250 kilos I believe between the two of them. You wouldn't get it on the Leinster team, so obviously the line-out is going to be an area that Belvedere are going to really try and attack it.
Yeah, I think Alan Spicer is 6'10". Phil Warrico said he had an injury during the year, but he's back now for the Cup. Very good Gaelic footballer, very skillful, so a lot will go through him. And also their 12, Jed Thornley, who's the captain, is supposed to be a very good player as well. So look, there's a lot of good talents. They're just 4 of the names that we're going to keep an eye on.
Well, we're expecting a classic game, there's no question about it, but who do you see coming out on top?
Look, I think Belvedere are apparently a slightly better side, so anything can happen in Cup Rugby, we'll probably have to go with Belvedere.
Well, it's a somewhat squally day here in Energia Park, but nonetheless we're expecting some fantastic rugby. Newbridge College versus Belvedere is up next.
Big up. All these big names we got. We got big names, big time. Order now.
Did somebody say just eat?
If you're serious about moving, find out your home's value instantly. Enter your postcode now for a free online valuation estimate.
Get real about moving. Get on the market.
So John was burgled last night?
Yeah, shocking. We're getting a very sure alarm installed today.
So fast?
Yeah. They offer installation within 24 hours.
I should get one too.
Do it. I feel safer already.
Verisure Alarms. Install your alarm now and get a free video doorbell and a free security camera. Call now or visit verisure.co.uk.
After my medical mistake, it felt like my life was over. I wondered how I'd ever get back to normal and be happy again. Now I know.
Patient Claimline are specialist medical negligence lawyers. Call now or visit patientclaimline.com. Know for sure.
Rewrite the rules with the epic new Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra on EE, the UK's best network. And get Netflix as part of your full works plan. Plus, claim a pair of Galaxy Buds Pro. But wait, we're rewriting the rules here. Save up to £336 when you trade in your old Samsung device. So what are you waiting for? Get more bang for your buck with the new Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra on EE.
And good afternoon and welcome to this quarter-final here in Energia Park between Newbridge College and Belvedere. Thankfully the rain has subsided, so once again conditions are good for this game. Newbridge, coached by Johnny Murphy, have been going through a golden period of late, sharing the spoils with Clongowes Wood in 2020 after a COVID cancelled competition. Although this group may not be quite at that level yet, there are proven winners in this squad with JCT winners Paddy Taylor at out half and wings Todd Lawler and Kieran Mangan. The pack will have their hands full today, but with captain Kieran Kelly leading the way, and second row Shane Tracy and a lively front row of Mahon, Masterson and Stapleton. Belvedere will rely on their bulky pack to lay the groundwork through their physicality, and will look to the likes of Alan Spicer, who is a giant of a young man and is still available to the Leinster 20s, Leinster under-18s even next year. Hooker David Dowse and back row Senan Coakley and Alex Usanov will not be found wanting either. Captain Jed Tormey in the centre is an exciting prospect, as are Andre Ryan and fullback Senan Hogan. Well, as I said, conditions have improved dramatically. Just an hour ago, the rain was pouring from the heavens here, but it's cleared up nicely now, Bernard, and conditions couldn't really be any better.
No, it's lovely. I think the Newbridge lads were saying when they left Newbridge this morning there was wind and rain, but definitely the sun's come out, and look at with the 4G surface, generally it leads itself to good quality attacking rugby, so hopefully we get to see both teams express themselves this afternoon.
As I said pre-match to you, Newbridge have enjoyed quite a good run of late, building some good teams, getting to that 2020 shared title, but they're doing some great work in the school and really developing the players and winning junior cups.
Yeah, Johnny Murphy was a past pupil in Newbridge. He went back in, I think, 3 years ago to try and help, and he's coaching the senior team, but now he's director of rugby as well, so he's looking after all age grades. There's a very good set of coaches, particularly in the first year setup, and today's out half, actually. Paddy Taylor, his father Neil Taylor, is the coach of the first years, and has just built year on year a really good environment and culture. So yeah, things are on the up, but when you saw the likes of Gonzaga and Blackrock over the last couple of days, Reggie, the standard is very, very high, and it'll take a good team to challenge either of those.
Yes, indeed. And quite a number of representatives throughout the Belvedere squad as well. Like says Jed Tormley, the captain, Ireland under-19s. Andre Ryan, quite young, JCT player in September, and also an excellent cricketer, I believe. And Owen McDermott too played in that JCT squad in September, as did Alex Usanov. No shortage of supporters turning out from both schools here. Of course, Belvedere have had to change their strip due to the clash in colours between both of these teams, so you may see some unusual numbers from the start. Eddie Rees wearing 23, and the subs having to mix numbers around a little bit. I'm told to find jerseys that could fit them. Thankfully in our day, Bernard, we didn't have the tight-fitting jerseys. It wasn't quite the problem it is today.
I saw one of my old jerseys. It's tight-fitting now last week, so no, we were lucky. We were lucky.
As we see the teams making their way out. I spoke yesterday to Jason Harris-Wright about the nerves of these young players as they're coming out, schools rugby, the anticipation. You've coached at this level. Is it hard to manage that?
Yeah, I think that's the big thing, is you don't want to get them overhyped. It's naturally such a big thing for them, playing on live TV in front of their school, their parents in big numbers. So it depends on if you got to judge the dressing room as such and see if you think they're over anxious or need a bit of a pep up. But yeah, certainly usually they're the other side of it. You need to calm them down.
As Newbridge take the field and make their way for final few preparations, led onto the pitch by their captain Kieran Kelly. Belvedere now will join them wearing that changed jersey, the all-black strip on top, and presenting themselves in front of their supporters too. No doubt there's huge physicality in that Belvedere pack. An enormous frame of Eddie Rees wearing 23 and Alan Spicer wearing number 5. Our referee for today's game is Andrew Cole, and he will be ably assisted by Bernie White and Kieran O'Flynn. It'll be Belvedere who will get proceedings underway. Newbridge just getting the last few hits in on those tackle bags.
Okay, lads, you're going to be black today, okay? You're going to be black, yeah. They're white, okay?
Jed Thornley, captain with ball in hand. Ireland under-19s player. Struck straight away, Bernard, by the sheer size of this Belvedere pack. We were told that they were big and physical, but they really seem to be even bigger than that again.
Yeah, it's Belvedere have a track record of producing some very good players, and they've won quite a few cups over the last 20 years. But physically, there's a couple of players here they wouldn't be out of place at adult level, and it's going to be interesting if they have the mobility to match the size.
As I said, Captain Jed Tormley will get us underway. He gets this one off, goes deep towards the 22. It's taken well, though, by Brophy. Lovely pass immediately. And we're already seeing Newbridge intent. Great chase coming up here. Wonderful start, this. Can they get all the way? Lawler has set this place on fire already, right from the kickoff. Fantastic score for Newbridge. Wonderful kick through, and Todd Lawler, the Junior Cup winner that I mentioned before, showing his pace and finishing that one off in the corner.
Oh, what pace from Lawler, and brilliant by Ty Brophy as well. And he just makes a little gap down the blind side, and then a lovely kick over the top. And Lawler, the speed of him, we saw him play in the Junior Cup this year. He's only a fourth year son of Phil Lawler, the former Leinster and Ireland back row. He's got a lot more pace than his dad.
That wouldn't be hard. Wonderful start for Newbridge. And what a way to present yourself on the senior stage. And what a start this is for Newbridge. As Paddy Taylor eyes this one up. Another one of that Junior Cup winning team that I mentioned earlier. To swing this one in from the right-hand side. Strikes it well. It's going towards the post, but it's good. It looked like it was curling off to the left-hand side, but it's a wonderful start for Newbridge and a brilliant conversion from that touchline.
Yeah, a brilliant conversion. A dream start. You're seeing a replay there. Ty Brophy sees the space, and it's an incredible finish, and then the conversion from the touchline is the icing on the cake. But yeah, there's a lot of hope and expectation around Paddy Taylor. He's only in fourth year as well, but really good calm head on him, and a very good player.
Go long again this time from Tormley. It's dealt with again by Brophy. Copy of the last one. Barry acts at scrum half. Belvedere happy to let them have this ball. Good drive again coming in from Tracy. All available there for Brophy, using his forward runners. Tackles are good. From Douse there, the hooker for Belvedere. Up goes the box kick, the chase is on. Collins up after this one. Getting his hands on Jed Tormley. Tormley does well though. Now he uses the enormous Eddie Reese to carry that one forward. They chop him down early. On they go again through tight head, Carl Brennan. Belvedere now trying to find some space, but out half. Daly swallowed up that time. Defensive line holding firm. Plenty of big forwards down here for Newbridge as well. Kelly going in there making that tackle as Fitzgibbon is calling players around the left-hand side, but it's still Belvedere ball. They go again through Rees. Hard man, look at the ground he's making. So difficult to bring down. Made 10 meters on his own there with that leg drive. Go back to Tormey. He puts a high one up. It's being left. It's gone back by O'Grady and tidied up. And now it's gone loose. But I think it will be a Belvedere put in. A little bit scrappy, a little bit feisty already.
Yeah, but you just saw there, if Newbridge don't go low on Eddie Reese, the big second row, he's going to get over the gain line. Just managed to stay. They went high on him and he managed to stay up. The support came in behind and they got 10 meters. So, Newbridge need to chop him down low, because if not, he'll do serious damage.
Looking down here at Spicer, 6'10" is what I was told beforehand, and 6'9" for Reese. But the line out, I'd imagine it would be a simple enough prospect to hit either of those, but they don't even use them. They use them as decoys.
6'2" guy, yeah. So, but obviously they're thinking about the backlift, being higher. But yeah, you'd imagine that they're going to have to go to their tall timber to be able to win line-up on.
Well, if you have an advantage like that, I think you'd use it. They do get this put in this scrum though, from that knock on from Newbridge. So Michael McGrath at scrum half will set this one in towards his number 8 Usanov, who picks this one and uses McGrath, puts a little grubber in behind. It's a good kick from the scrum half, staying in play. It's dealt with well by Brophy, but he needs help here. Offloads it well. And it's cleared down the throat of Hogan, and that swirling wind having a bit of an effect there. Just taking it away from the young fullback, but he's reacted well. Gets it out towards O'Leary. He tries to dance his way around. Waters closes him down. And a knock on, and again this pressure coming in from Newbridge having a big effect on Belvedere.
Yeah, it's a great chase. Great work in the backfield by Ty Brophy. He popped it from the ground to Callum Bolton, and he put a huge boot down the field. They got a fortuitous bounce and a bit of a slip, but it was a kick chase from Lawler, Collins and Tom Waters that pressurised Belvedere. Now Newbridge have a scrum in a very good part of the field.
A bit more steadiness before the ball is
no doubt about it. Newbridge starting the more composed of both of these teams. Just a few match nerves creeping into the Belvedere team, but no doubt they'll settle down into it. Newbridge now, as you said, Bernard, with a real opportunity. Brophy with the put in. Fitzgibbon is at 8. Scrum is solid. Goes down, and it's a penalty. Loud blast of the whistle there.
Far side.
Clear penalty. Far side is the call. Andrew Cole in no doubt whatsoever. And again, another golden opportunity here for Paddy Taylor to add another 3 points.
Yeah, it's in a better position and an easier kick than the one he got from the touchline. But, you know, Belvedere obviously just a couple of errors. Obviously, you've conceded an early score, looking to put big pressure on. They definitely have the match for Newbridge in the scrum, but you can only push a metre and a half, and unfortunately there, from a Belvedere point of view, they went off their feet and have given Newbridge a kickable opportunity.
Who said prop? Oh, McDermott on the Belvedere left-hand side. Judge to have brought that one down. A little bit of noise in the background, but that won't bother Paddy Taylor as he composes himself and strikes this one. Strikes it well again. And once again, it's a wonderful kick from the young out half, straight between the posts with plenty to spare. And as I said, a really, really positive start here from this Newbridge side.
Yeah, it's a young Newbridge team, and you know there's 6 or 7 who played in the Junior Cup final here against Blackrock in November, where Newbridge won. I think that's going to stand to Newbridge just having played a cup campaign in this year. Even though they're quite young, they're quite mature, and they've had a dream start.
Tormey now tries to bring it a little bit closer to his forwards, but it's dealt with brilliantly again by Barry. And once again, they go down that blind side. Ball's a little bit scrappy. It's tidied up that time by Tracy. Brophy now will look to put boot on this one. Getting that extra bit of length. Chasers are organised. It's gone a bit long for those chasers. It's caught well this time by Hogan. Oh, lovely little show and go there by Tormley, and out the back door with that flick pass towards Ryan. Brought to the ground well, though. The clear out is not there, and Taylor turns that one over brilliantly, keeps it alive to loose head Finn Mahan. Newbridge just that little bit more alive to these threats as Taylor tries to dink one in behind. It's not dealt with by Hogan. The chase is on. There's going to be pressure on him here to get away. He's grabbed over, and a scrappy pass. And over their own line, Army trying to find a way to bring it back out, but it was brought back over, and it'll be a 5-metre scrum here for Newbridge. And everything just seeming to go wrong early doors for Belvedere.
Yeah, brilliant poach on the ground from Paddy Taylor. It was a lovely pass between the two Belvedere centres, Tormey and Andre Ryan, but Paddy Taylor got in there and he slid it through on his right foot, and great chase from Todd Lawler, who's been so busy, and they forced the pressure. You just see it here in the replay, just sliding in behind.
It's a really good kick, no doubt about it. Hogan probably should have dealt with it, but it's so awkward down around his ankles. And look at that chase coming in from Waters, just to pin them back and force those errors. Scrum is set and ready. Newbridge have it. It's there at the feet of Fitzgibbon. He flicks it on towards Brophy, who uses Waters coming into the line. It's there again. Brophy now. He has forwards in front of him. They need to protect this one, a pick and go. But it's the man in front And the penalty was pretty clear there. Ronan McGrory just seemed to be in front of the ball, stepped back and picked it up.
Yeah, well picked up by the referee. You have to be behind the hindmost foot. McGrory couldn't resist. He saw the opportunity to go through, and just technically that's absolutely a penalty, so well picked up.
A little bit of patience needed there by Newbridge. There was no doubt they were in a very good position. As you said, a little bit of excitement just creeping in as Tormey tries to clear the lines and relieve pressure a little bit. We'll see it here once again.
Your mark there, okay?
Yeah, good carry from Waters, and this is where you'd expect Newbridge just to be patient, get into the pick and go game, maybe look for a penalty advantage, but just, very strong carry from McGrory, but illegal.
Line it now, Dowse with the throw. Plenty of movement. This time they do find Kinsella. Set up that drive.
One side!
Oh, it's a good drive coming from Belvedere, marching their way up the pitch. And this is the physicality we spoke about prior to the game. Starting to use that now. Penalty will be coming for collapsing, but they still have that ball. We see Spicer with it in his left-hand side. As McGrath goes looking for it, he's grabbed, but it'll be go back for that penalty. And now a real chance for Tormey to put this one down the corner, and we'll see what they can do from this lineup. The maul looks to be a real threat.
Yeah, that's a very good tactical play from Belvedere. They've had a nervy start in every first 10 minutes, lots of errors, so going to their strength, that set piece line out, maul, suck another penalty out of Newbridge, and that could be a real in for them and get them into the game.
I didn't see it that time.
But the best kick there from Jed Tormey. He'd be disappointed with that one, just makes about 7 or 8 metres, but nonetheless, it is Belvedere ball. They'll look to go from this line out. They have some runners out in the back line, shortening the line out. Spicer is moving, but they go again towards Woody Kinsella. That seems to be the tactic. Use the big man to lift him. McGrath now using the outside runners. On goes Brennan. Makes another metre or so. Ball's available for McGrath. Using Eddie Reese. Oh, it's a good poach coming in there from Kieran Kelly. He's managed to get his hands on it. What a steal that is from the Newbridge second row. And ball available there. It was Tracy, in fact, who stole it, and Kelly who supported him. As Brophy now brings in his runners again. And as I said, Newbridge just the livelier of the two at the moment. On they go again. Really good carry coming there from Max Barry. Brophy with numbers on this outside. They try to get some width on it. It's there for Mangan. Takes a little step. They'll need some support to stop that counter ruck. In they go again. Support coming in from McGrory. Brophy puts it outside. Defense is good this time. Brophy goes to the bigger men. Lovely offload there from Barry to Tracy, but the ball goes loose. And just a knock on at the crucial moment, but there was big hands, or good hands, from the big man Max Barry initially.
Yeah, really good work for both Newbridge second rows. I think Tracy got the turnover originally, but you saw them there. They're using the locks at the middle of the field, and they both look like mobile ball carriers and ball players. And just there, the offload just went to ground, but positive play from Newbridge.
Yeah, well, in possession terms, it's been all Newbridge so far in the opening 13 minutes of this game. Yet to see any form of attack coming from Belvedere. But they've a chance off this scrum. Usanov is number 8. Ball's at his feet, leaves it for his scrum half McGrath, who goes down that left side. Again, the defence standing firm as O'Leary tried to come into the line. No way through. Oh, another fumble and knock on there by Alan Spicer. Pass just that little bit too low for someone of his size.
Yeah, you just feel that handling errors is an injury now, so opportunity for Belvo to get some message on. Just get them to calm down there. Belvo are a much better team than this. They just had 4 or 5 little errors, unforced errors in some ways that have allowed Newbridge to get a lead, but it seems as if Newbridge have the wind, Reggie, in the first half, so maybe Belvo just need to make sure they solidify here and not take any more points.
When you're coming in with the ball,
nasty looking injury there.
You're latching on. Make sure you're staying on your feet.
They want to make sure they can try and patch that up. Don't want to lose them at this stage of the game, but they are going to have to treat that one. It did look quite nasty. Belvedere fans a little bit quieter than they might have expected. I think they came into this game feeling confident that they would be the better of these two teams, but so far they're really having to work for every bit of ball that they have, and things just not going their way so far in the opening stages of this game.
Yeah, you have to say Newbridge have got all the breaks in terms of bouncing ball in the first 10 minutes, and we get to see the little break again for that try. It's great pace, but Belvedere a little bit unlucky here. The captain, Tormey's just trying to wait to see where it bounces, and in fairness to Lawler, he doesn't ask for a second invitation. Great finish from him, but
yeah, he's gone off to get a little bit of treatment now, the try scorer Todd Lawler. Hopefully they'll be able to patch that up, split over the eye, so we'll see just how bad it is. Callum Corcoran coming on for Lawler. Now we see the scrum. Good ball there towards Brophy. He'll try and dink it over the top. It's a good ball. Awkward to deal with. This brilliant chase up as well. Was he taken out? What a follow-up that was from the replacement. Callum Corcoran out of nowhere manages to find his way through that sea of jerseys and get the touchdown. And the winger replacing the first try scorer, almost carbon copy scorer for the second one.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant introduction for Callum Corcoran. It starts with Ty Brophy. He played wing and fullback plenty over the last couple of years, but they're converting to a scrum half now. And, it's going to be a penalty advantage, but what horrible bounce for the Belvedere fullback. Shannon Hogan. Newbridge get another lucky bounce, but it's the kick chase and the ability to keep the ball in field, which is key here. Yeah, it's a nasty bounce on the 4G surface, but great chase by Callum Corcoran and another sucker blow to Belvedere.
But what skills from Ty Brophy as well on the run to get that vital boot with his left foot just to get a nudge on to keep it going forward, as we see Paddy Taylor tried to add the 2 points. And this time he's successful again. Wonderful kick from that touchline. And at the moment, absolutely everything going Newbridge's way.
No, it's a dream start for Newbridge. But, and again, you support the Belvedere, don't drop their heads. They're a very good side, well coached, lots of talent in there. So just keep their heads, work their way back into the game minute by minute, because they haven't really had a chance to fire a blow yet.
As we see the replay there again, tremendous skills right across the board, and Belvedere persisting with that tactic, and it's just not working for them. Newbridge forwards well able to deal with those kickoffs, and Newbridge looking comfortable as they work their way out of their own half. Good setups, ball available there cleanly. Drive through is good though from Kinsella. Referee says fine. Almost forcing the turnover, so they'll need to protect their 9 there, Newbridge. Kelly with a little bit of a scrappy pass, forces the knock on.
Yeah, so great play though by Woody Kinsella, the vice captain of Belvedere. They needed one of their leaders to make something happen, and he recognised the ball was out as Ty Brophy got set up for the box kick and got a big turnover. And now it's a great chance for Belvo to launch these backs. The centres of both look dangerous, so maybe they can do something here.
We haven't seen anything yet from Belvedere because they haven't really had any possession. No, they'll look to change that here. Usanov is at 8, McGrath at 9. Ball is good. It's set at the feet of the 8. McGrath will dish it out of there. He pushes it on towards Daly. Little show go from him, but once again the error, and it's picked up well by Waters. Staying on his feet, looking for support, and there's numbers on this outside. Little dink through. The chase is coming from both Bolton and Mangan. It's a risky one. Oh, little fumble there from Coakley. Look at the pressure Newbridge are putting on this Belvedere team. Every opportunity, they're swarming around them. Carry now from Eddie Reese as he tries to get some go forward for his team. McGrath would probably look to get this one back and let Tormey relieve their lines a little bit, but really nervous stuff from Belvedere, snatching at the ball, just making errors, but clever play too from Newbridge, putting in those kicks and realising that Belvedere are not dealing with them well.
Yeah, absolutely. They're copy and paste. I mean, Brophy or Paddy Taylor, doesn't matter who it is. We see it here, or Waters picked it up, and he throws an awful lot of Paddy Brophy, and straight away he puts it downfield, and the kick chase has been phenomenal. They're putting massive pressure on Belvedere in the backfield, and they look at 6s and 7s.
Mark Masterson now with the throw. Tracy is towards the back. It's dealt with and tapped back. Good hands there coming from McGrory to Barry. Still there with possession, Brophy. Oh, just forcing that pass between the two props, Finn Mahan and Stapleton. And one was blocking the other, and that caused the knock-on. So relief for Belvedere.
Yeah, good defensive set from Belvedere. They got pressure on the ball in the air, and they forced that turnover and knock on from Newbridge, just with a little bit of line speed and pressure, and support they don't concede again. You see them getting up in the air here. They mess up the delivery, and from that, Newbridge just couldn't get on the front foot.
Scrum time again. Good ball there for Usanov. Using his scrum half. He puts decent pace on that one. Oh, wonderful skill there from Kieran Mangan, dealing with that one and tapping it back to himself, but he's just caught in the midfield. Needs to be careful they don't lose this one. Brophy does well, gets it out towards Barry. The numbers here on this left side. Lovely little pop off, but it was just forward to Finn Mahan, the loose head prop. Thought he found a gap through there. That pass just evading him. Watch it here again.
Yeah, just trying to find that killer pass on the gain line. Good line by Mahan, just overruns it slightly. I've been impressed with Max Barry, the second row. He's far smaller in stature than the two Belvedere guys, but he's got good footwork and is quite lively.
Michael Carmody is coming on there to replace Senan Hogan, and it's been a pretty difficult day for Hogan so far. You can see him looking at Phil Murray. He got to coach a good break here for Belvedere. Going McGrath, good play by him, gets it out towards O'Grady. Newbridge just managing to scramble here. The pick and go from Woody Kinsella. Penalty coming. There's a bad injury there on the pitch. The whistle may well go. Yeah, thought so. It may have been a knock to the head there, so they'll stop the game just to make sure that everything is okay there, but it was looking more promising there from Belvedere.
Yeah, absolutely. And Patrick O'Grady down the right-hand side got to show how quick he is, and he had Newbridge under all kinds of pressure, and I think there was a head bang. The tackler may have got his head in the wrong position, and yeah, seemed to, the physios are on with him quickly. It looks like he's moving anyway on the ground, so hopefully he's okay. But Belvedere have a penalty and go into the corner.
He should be okay. He caught a knee in the head there from the 3.
I think he just caught a knee in the head in making that tackle. So I think he will be okay.
You attempted to tackle the player, okay? You can't play. No, you can't play the tackler on the ground. You can't attempt to tackle on the ground. Okay, so it's going to be a penalty against you when we restart, but there's no time. Okay.
Just getting an explanation there from Andrew Cole as to what was wrong. Playing and tackling the player on the ground, Kieran Kelly. Getting that explanation there.
Might have a little look at Troy's. Just keep talking.
But it has been a wonderful start for Newbridge, but Belvedere will need to try and find a way to get back into this game quickly with 23 minutes gone. And this break in play now. Maybe, what message would you be giving Bernard as coach?
Look, I think Newbridge haven't had to do a huge amount for the scores they've got, so a little bit of a discipline, just not dealing with the kicks in behind in the backfield. So, Belvo just need to start from scratch. They're much better than this. They've shown with their line-out ball they can push Newbridge back. Now they have a chance to go into the corner. If they catch the ball, you'd like to think that they'd probably push them over and get a first score on the board. So they certainly don't need to panic, but they need to make sure they score next.
Good to see him sitting back up there again.
Let's show you the Newbridge tries, all right?
So it's been a good start here from Newbridge, getting scores early on. The first one coming right from the restart almost, as a Brophy dealt with it and just shipped the ball on brilliantly, but wonderful little kick through. But the chase from Todd Lawler was exceptional, and that ball being awkward. Wonderful footballing skills from Lawler as well to put that one through just the right amount. And once again, the footballing skills, Brophy. But watch here as he chases up the way he manages to get that left knee just enough to nudge it on. And it was the replacement, Callum Corcoran, who came on for that first try scorer, Lawler, showing his speed and skill as well to finish it off. So the perfect start for Newbridge as we see Tom Bowen coming on. So that nasty injury. Oh, and that's been blocked. What a mistake that is from Tormey, and Newbridge are gone on the outside. Great ambition from Newbridge again, willing to try and play it from anywhere as Corcoran was looking for a bit of space, but they have given away the penalty.
Yeah.
Very scrappy from Belvedere. You've got to make that touch.
Yeah, very rarely have I seen it's a long time I've seen a kick like that blocked down, but maybe just with the wind he's trying to drill it low, and well done to Newbridge for being aware of it. But Newbridge don't clear their lines. They're trying to run for round 22, and now Belbo get a chance to go back into the corner again, and this time he'll make sure.
It does indeed. Jed Tormey, the captain, putting that one down into the corner. And now, on the opposite side of the pitch to where we thought we were going to be, we're going to look at that line out again, and it'll probably be that maul you spoke of.
Yeah, same end result. You know, Newbridge are going to get people in the air here. They're afraid of this maul. Got a pot up in the front.
They're going towards Kinsella. He takes it well. They set up the drive. Here it comes. Heave is the call coming from the supporters on my left for Belvedere, but it has gone to ground, and it has been turned over. And again, somehow Newbridge managing to get their hands on that, and captain Kieran Kelly is the one who's made a nuisance of himself.
Yeah, psychologically that's a big blow for Belvedere. You know, once they got the catch part of it right, you'd fancy them with the size they have to drive it, but they obviously don't get the ball transferred to the back, and Kelly gets in there and gets amongst it and creates a maul, and it's a turnover.
See it again. It looked like a golden opportunity to set that maul up, but not getting their body positions right. They're certainly not using their physicality in the right ways. Newbridge now with the scrum. Ty Brophy with the put in. Oh, it's a good drive. It's against the head. It's gone to Belvedere. The penalty there. Oh, Michael McGrath thought he might be able to tap and go. Thought he might let the advantage go on that. The ball was making its way back towards number 8, but he blew it straight away.
Yeah, I think Belvo would have loved to play it off that advantage. It was a great drive. They got a timing just right to get the ball back down their channel. And yeah, Newbridge would have been all over the place in terms of their backline defence, thinking it was going to come out their side. So interesting, he's going to go to the corner here, he's going to tap and go.
And they're going to use the bulk and the size. Usanov now trying to find his way. Usanov, he's just over the line, but he's driven back by Newbridge. Wonderful defence again, and it's been stolen too. But it's getting away. It's a knock-on is the call from the referee, so it'll be clear advantage here for Belvedere. They can still play this one, and the penalty is coming. We need to be careful, Newbridge, that they don't give any more away.
Yeah, I think the ref got that wrong. He's blaming Newbridge for not rolling away, but Newbridge actually had the ball. So, lucky escape for Belvedere. They need to get a little bit tighter there. It was a great carry from Usanov, and he looked like he was over the line, but they just didn't follow through. And Newbridge got a secondary drive, but the ball was definitely stripped in the tackle, and the referee made a mistake. Third time lucky for Belvedere.
Looked like Proc Finn Mahan who managed to get his hands in there. Belvedere once again, as you say, third time lucky. Douse with the throw. He's got Spicer and Reese. This time it goes to Kinsella again, and once again he's sacked brilliantly by the Newbridge defence. But they still have it. McGrath now, and we've got Hooker Douse waiting for that one, but look at that drive coming in again. Wonderful tackle coming in from Max Barry, driving it back. Taken forward now by Carl Brennan for Belvedere. There's numbers on the outside, but they're keeping it tight. Ball's there for McGrath. He's got the hooker, Douse. He drops the shoulder and driven back once more. Defence standing firm. They're going back the left-hand side. And there's numbers there. If they can move it wide, it's got to be moved. Here comes the huge Reese. Chopped down brilliantly there by Kelly. McGrath goes to the hooker, Douse again. He's just short of the line, but it's there. On goes McDermott on the left-hand side. Big drive from the loose head. He's there. Pick and drive was perfect from the Belvedere loosehead, Owen McDermott, one of the younger players in the squad. Kept his composure, kept his body height low, and drove over that line, and that's exactly what Belvedere needed.
Yeah, that's a great response of Belvedere. they took their time, but eventually the pressure counted, and despite a great tackle by Kelly on Spicer, eventually the Belbo forwards took control, and that's brilliant by McDermott. We saw Dowse as well. David Dowse, the hooker, offered himself up 3 or 4 times in that sequence to carry the ball, and that's exactly what Belbo needed. Big response from them, showing great character.
That might settle the nerves a little bit of this Belvedere side, because they certainly have been edgy so far in this game. As we see Tormy tee this one up from the left-hand side.
Watching 3. 3. To 1. And 2.
Try and swing this one in. There's little or no breeze here today.
2. To 1. You can stay there, Sean.
Strikes it well, but I don't think it's going to make it. And it did look like there was a little bit of a breeze holding that one up. So down on pitch side, there might be a slight bit of a wind in favour of Newbridge, but nonetheless it gets Belvedere on the scoreboard, and as I said, Bernard, it'll give them a little bit of confidence as we approach half-time.
They needed that, Reggie. They just, everything's gone wrong for them, in fairness. There's been huge effort, but just, they said, haven't got the bounce of the ball, made a couple of uncharacteristic errors, but that'll set them a lot, and they'll get a little bit of belief now.
Going longer this time from Bowen. It's dealt with well by O'Leary, looking to try and find some space. Lovely offload from him towards Woody Kinsella.
That's a tackle!
Just give us a clock check there. What's the time?
McGrath there now, moving it on towards Alan Spicer. They're tackling those second rows well, and this one is lost again. It's a turnover. Ball's available, and Newbridge will look to go. And it's a penalty from an offside position. The tap in, they're going quickly. Good break, good gain there for Newbridge. Ball available again, taken forward by Masterson now. He ships it on out towards the centre. The tackle is good. Where's this one going to go? Tormy lashes a boot at it. It's been chased hard by O'Grady. Doesn't fall for him. Tidied up well by Max Barry, the Newbridge second row. Puts it down for Brophy, and now they'll try and go. There's all sorts going on here. A half block passed off the ground by Brennan, back inside. And now it's Belvedere in the ascendancy. Dowse is the dummy runner. Tormley with the dink through. This one is touched and brought back in, but it's tidied up well by Bolton.
No, leave it now.
And I'd say they'll probably want to try and just find touch at some stage and maybe settle things down again. And launch a good up and under. The chase is there, but it's taken well again by O'Leary. He's looking to find space. Good pass by him out towards Ryan, but once again the tackle's coming in, and once again Newbridge, through the aggression of their tackles, forcing turnovers.
Oh, that's a brilliant read by the sub right winger Callum Corcoran. He needed to, because in fairness to Belvedere, when Daniel O'Leary gets the ball in his hand, he looks like he's the fastest man on the pitch. He was going on a lateral run there, and they had an overlap on the left hand side, but Corcoran comes in and makes a great hit. The game just broke up there for a second. There was a couple of turnovers, and Newbridge, from a Newbridge point of view, they didn't calm down, and Belvedere needed to take advantage of those transition plays.
He had probably needed to go straight away from Andre Ryan. He had Michael Carmody outside him, the replacement full-back. I think if he could have found a way to get that pass out to him, there was no cover left for Newbridge out on that side. It would have been a difficult one to stop him, but as you say, a wonderful read coming in from Callum Corcoran and making that hit and forcing that turnover. But it's been non-stop. Turnovers, pickups, go, little rubber kicks, blockdowns. Making me work hard for it today, Bernard.
It looked like both Newbridge injuries aren't going to come back on. Todd Lawler obviously got a cut in the eye, and Paddy Taylor seemed to get a concussion, so I don't think they're going to come back on. So big opportunity for Tom Bowen at 22, who's come on at half, and obviously Callum Corcoran has already made an entry to the field with a try at his first touch.
Yeah, and in fairness, both of them have looked comfortable since they've come in, and considering the key positions that they're in, that's huge credit to them. As we see once again Newbridge with this put in at the scrum. Brophy. Reset, a little bit messy again, going down on this
Both teams a bit closer this time, okay?
tight head side.
Both teams a bit closer,
Brennan against Finn Mahan.
Just a bit closer.
See it here. Mahan probably not working hard enough to keep that scrum up, but we'll reset it and go again. And Newbridge are loading this left-hand side off this one. Three players in behind Waters. So options everywhere, but the scrum is good from Belvedere. They've gone down that left side. Waters now puts it in behind. Little show and go there from Bowen, but he's swallowed up. Ooh, that was a close one, Bernard.
Yeah, close one. I think the referee feels the tackler didn't release. Yeah, Jed Thornley, but the back strike play didn't really go as well as Newbridge planned. The ball was put behind Tom Bowen and he couldn't do very much with it. After that, Belvedere's defence was in his face.
We saw Waters sort of standing in that 10 position. Do you think, once again, he can't come up that close? He's got to wait for him. It's a penalty.
We're going to go again. No, I understand the confusion. Okay, we're going to go again. I know you
Just a
didn't
little
mean
bit
to,
overexcited.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was a penalty. You can't charge a penalty. In fairness to Alan Spicer, I think he thought it was a free kick.
There's a lot of them. It's hard to get that ball over him, so we've got to keep him back for that penalty. As Callum Bolton will get another opportunity. But as I was saying, we saw Waters standing in that 10 position. Perhaps we're going to see more of that with Tom Bowen coming on to make the replacement.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Waters is more experienced centre or back left on the pitch now at the moment, and very good player actually. His granduncle was the first Newbridge College man to play for Ireland, Peter, back in the 30s.
We enter into the last minute of this first half. It's Newbridge with this line out. Masterson now trying to organise his players. Kelly is in the middle. Plenty of movement towards the back, and it's taken well there by Barry. They set up this drive again. The ball is at the back with Masterson, and it's a good drive from Newbridge. Just go from Murphy. Beautiful pass back inside. What a step that was from Mangan. Cover is there though. Still there for Brophy. Puts it on the outside. Another step back inside by McGrory. Drilled back in the tackle. Good defence from Belvedere. Pick and go through the middle. Need to be careful they don't turn this one over. Brophy again. He has his forwards outside and Fitzgibbon is waiting. Doesn't come to him though. May come this time. McGrory's there too. He's the man who gets it this time. He needs support. The hands are in there. A turnover is possible, but they just get it away. And Brophy now, little jink from him. Make sure he's not isolated. It's there for Masterson. He picks and goes around that right-hand side. McGrory wants it. Flicks it on the outside towards Kelly. Brophy now has numbers behind, but they want it to go right. Step back inside from Finn Mahan, the loose head. Clear out needs to be good. Belvedere on that ball. Oh, just gets back on the Newbridge side. There'll be a pick and drive here from Kelly on the right. Drilled back in that tackle. Good work again, but the ball is available. As we see Max Barry, he's going to pick and go on the left side. He's hit hard by his opposite man, Spicer. Brophy goes wide now towards Bowen. Good pass from him to Waters. Brilliant tackle coming in there from O'Grady. Slices him down. Brophy though, ball is still there with Newbridge. Half a gap just closed down. On it goes again through McGrory. Involved a lot, the back row. Brophy trying to put width on it. Bowen flicks it outside and it's messy. Backwards a call from the referee, Callum Bolton. They'll start all over again, but they're further out. Now they go again through Max Barry. He'll need support. It's there. Brophy down the blind side. Little show and go from him. Beautiful offload, but it doesn't go to hand. Just knocked on. And that knock on from Brophy gives advantage back towards Belvedere. But some wonderful play there from Newbridge.
Yeah, brilliant defence in fairness by Belvedere. Particularly when Newbridge went to the back line, they just got off the line really quickly. Patrick O'Grady came in and made a big hit. Man on ball on Tom Waters, but Brophy looks the class apart. He does not much to him, but he's so wiry. He's sniping around the fringes, taking defenders on, and this time looks like that pass goes to hand. Newbridge had a great chance of scoring in the corner, but in fairness to Belvedere, they're scrambling for their life and showing, great team spirit.
Crouch.
Belvedere will want to get this scrum right as we're at the end of this first half. They'll be happy to just clear this away. It's a solid scrum. It's there for McGrath. Put it back outside towards Ryan. There's a little bit of extra time for all of those injuries. Belvedere not afraid to go for it. McGrath now popping it back outside. It's taken forward by Eddie Rees. Ball's there available for McGrath, going on that backside again, but they're going to kick this one out. They'll get time from Daly to bring the game to half-time, and tries in a wonderful first half for Newbridge from Lawler and Corcoran, converted by Taylor and penalty by Taylor, and reply by McDermott means the score at half-time is Newbridge 17, Belvedere 5.
At Lloyds Bank, we will always be by your side.
All across the UK, thousands of people are switching broadband because they've realised if they're out of contract, they could be out of pocket. Switch to Vodafone Superfast Fibre from only £18 a month and you could save £337 on average. Plus, there's no upfront fee to pay. There's never been a better time to switch and save. Vodafone. Together we can.
I'm not confused.
I'm confused.com.
Face your confusion. Save up to £303 on car insurance.
If you're serious about moving, find out your home's value instantly. Enter your postcode now for a free online valuation estimate.
Get real about moving. Get on the market.
I'm getting some work done. Enough of that. I am totally winning! Oh. I'm chilling out.
Here's your order.
With a coffee, thank you. I'm doing all of this on my way to Mum's because it's all possible on an LNER train.
Next stop, Edinburgh.
And I'm almost there.
So John was burgled last night?
Yeah, shocking. We're getting a very sure alarm installed today.
So fast?
Yeah. They offer installation within 24 hours.
I should get one too.
Do it. I feel safer already.
Verisure Alarms. Install your alarm now and get a free video doorbell and a free security camera. Call now or visit verisure.co.uk.
Big up. All these big names we got. We got big names, big time. Order now.
Did somebody say just eat?
What an opportunity and what a goal!
Asensio, he goes for goal and he scored!
The Devils have the lead here! Oh my goodness! They've landed a big right hook on the chin of the South Africans.
Heavyweight March on Premier Sports.
Welcome back to Energia Park for this hugely entertaining game between Newbridge and Belvedere. And don't forget, we'll be back here again tomorrow at Energia Park for the last of the quarterfinals when St Mary's face Kilkenny. Coverage for that starts at 10-3 here on Premier Sports 1. Well, it's been a hugely entertaining first half here in Donnybrook. Tries aplenty And it started right from the off, taken by Brophy, and wonderful skills here by second row Shane Tracy for Newbridge with that kick over the top, bouncing up nicely and sitting up for Todd Lawler to get his boot on it. He had a lot to do, the young winner, but he finished it well. And almost similarly, Brophy with a lovely dink over the top, and watch how he manages to get his left knee on that one and just keep it in play. And Lawler went off injured through a bad head injury, but he was replaced by Callum Corcoran, who, with pretty much his first touch of the game, scored that try, and showing equally skillful hands to touch that one down in the corner. So, as I said, Bernard, the entertainment levels have been through the roof on this one in the first half.
Yeah, but I think Phil Warrico and Johnny Murphy prefer it was a calmer game, less incidents. It's been free flowing, quite chaotic, to be honest. Obviously, Newbridge got the benefit of some lucky breaks, but Belvedere showed with a try, from loosehead prop Owen McDermott that they're well capable of challenging the Newbridge defence, and they'll be really listening intently to Phil Warrico's message. They have to win in the second half. They may have dominance at the line-out maul, and they'll be looking to fight their way back into this game.
And you can see Johnny Murphy there, the Newbridge coach, giving instructions to his players, and he and you and I as well, Bernard, will both know that there's still a huge way to go in this game. It's been all Newbridge in that first half, but Belvedere will be going in at half-time, and Phil Warrico, their coach, will be saying to them, look, there's still a long, long way to go in this game, and we can still get back into it.
Yeah, well, Phil Warrico must have 15 years experience in this competition, and he's been part of big comebacks in the past from bigger deficits than this, so he'd be preaching that they just need to stay calm and probably need to cut out some of the errors and some of the penalties they've given away, which have been sometimes, when they haven't been under massive pressure. So they get that right, use the win to their advantage, and they can get right back in this game. If they score next, it's game on.
Would you encourage a complete change of tactics? I mean, they haven't. We spoke about the physicality that they have in the forwards, the enormous players that they have there, but they haven't really used them. So would you go back to mauling it, picking and drive, playing it in tight?
Yeah, I think so, and also use the boots, use their 9, Michael McGrath, and the 10, Cameron Daly, just to get down there. We saw how easy it is to play field position with that wind in the first half and put pressure on the Newbridge backfield, which is now, it's changed around a little bit, obviously, with Todd Lawler gone off.
And there is Phil Warrico looking somewhat tense. Some changes been made as Ewan Smith has come into that Belvedere side to try and liven things up a little bit.
Check, so Kieran, we're good to go, so I can give the thumbs up. So show me the ref.
So Newbridge through Tom Bowen will get us underway in this second half. Probably look to pin Belvedere back as much as possible. And they do go long. It's a pretty easy one for Spicer to take, but his own man getting in his way there again and just stopping him being able to make a run and putting a little bit of pressure on themselves already. But they do have the ball, and they have got some go forward now. Michael McGrath going in there, digging around for that one a little bit. He'll put a box kick on this, puts plenty of height on it. Bolton is there, he takes it well, but he's isolated now, he needs some support. Does well, the full-back, just buys himself a second or two to get that ball back to his support players. And that is a good steal almost there from Ewan Smith, got in on that ball, could easily have been given as a turnover. Lovely step coming in there now from the Newbridge players. Waters trying to find some space. It's there for Brophy. Gets it outside to his tight head prop Stapleton. Chopped down well, but Brophy has it. Lovely ball back inside. Brilliantly taken there by Mangan, who flicks it back inside to Barry. Real skills on display. McGrory now puts it out. Lovely go from Tom Bowen, twisting and turning his way through the tackle, and this time the referee does give the penalty in favour of Belvedere. Ustinov, it looked like, tried to get in there and get his hands on that ball, did well,
Bring it lower.
He did very well because Newbridge was starting to get a little momentum there. Brophy pulling the strings. Kieran Mangan working off his wing. His older brother Dermot was on the team 2 years ago, captain. He's in the Irish under-20 squad. But yeah, he looks so dangerous. His footwork is phenomenal. But just there, Tom Bowen just got away from his support. And lovely little half break by him, and that gave Belvedere the chance to get on the jackal.
See it here again. It was a great break from him, but as you said, Ustinov just getting in there and doing enough, and Bowen just holding on that little bit too much. We can see from the flag on that far side, the wind now clearly in favour of Belvedere, so they'll probably use that. We saw it with that kick from Tormey, made a big difference, but it's a crooked line out again, and it's not dealt with. Well picked up by Newbridge, and they'll look to put some space on it as Waters straightens the line and looks for his support players. It's there now for Brophy. Goes open, lovely pass from him. Half break is there. Brilliant break from Ronan McGrory again. Brophy using his strength on his opposite number, Michael McGrath, and forcing him backwards. Step again from the skillful Tracy. Ball is there. Brophy goes open now towards Bowen. Lovely
big
pass from him. Big numbers on the outside. Oh, the pass just doesn't go to hand. They saw the numbers the same as you did earlier and they panicked.
Yeah, just a wind-up pass there. Unfortunately, just goes to ground with Waters. He doesn't really have an option. John Collins threw it. But in fairness, it was great work down the right-hand side. McGrory has been excellent carrying. He's been carrying off 9, carrying into heavy traffic. But there we saw how good he can be in open field when he gets a mismatch against the back. And yeah, that was a great opportunity for Newbridge to test out that left side of the defence of Belvedere.
It's great to see with Newbridge. They haven't lost any ambition in this game. You know, you can get sides who come in as underdogs and suddenly find themselves in a position like this where they're leading the game, maybe surprisingly in some people's eyes, and they go into themselves and they start to, you know, forget what got them into that lead. But they haven't lacked any ambition at all. They're keeping it going.
No, absolutely, and they're playing to width. And Brophy's the key man. He's putting the ball on a plate for Bowen, and then Bowen is pulling the strings out a little bit wider. But in fairness, they probably need another score. I mean, there's a long way left, and Belvo, with that big wind, could start to spend a lot more time in the Newbridge half.
Step up, lads. Both teams. Step up.
Now Belvedere.
Crouch.
Just on the 10-metre line with this put in. They've stacked the left-hand side. Ball is in from McGrath. It's there for him. Gets it out towards Daly. Now they're trying to get some width on this ball. It's good passing again through the back line, taken forward by Ryan. That goes to the big man. It's chopped down well by the Newbridge hooker Masterson, and brilliant defence again. And you know, you're looking at someone of that size coming at you in the perfect technique. Go low, bring him down, stop the movement.
Yeah, it was interesting. Newbridge sacrificed 2 players to go low on the big man, and that left the opportunity for McGrory to come in and get the poach. And this referee's very hot on that. If he get any bit of a lift at all, you see Newbridge 2 men tackle low, and then that leaves the opportunity for McGrory just to get in before the clean out can come.
Callum Bolton, the fullback, drilling that one down into his own supporters. They appreciated that one. And a line out now just outside the 22 for Newbridge.
6.
Being watched carefully by Eddie Reese and Spicer to see where they're going to go with this one. They've gone with 6. And a step in maybe with McGrory there as well. So, no, plenty of movement. Taken well by Kelly. Oh, good ball from Kelly off the top Masterson. Now they try and get that little bit of width on it. Waters goes forward. He's hit back in the tackle, but it's taken well by the tight head. Stapleton needs some support. Offloads it to Fitzgibbon. Good hands here. John Collins going into contact. Oh, he just kept his hand on that ball too long, and that took it away from Brophy and caused that knock on. His own player. See Collins just leaving that ball out as he presented it. We'll see it here in the replay.
Yeah, and in fairness, I think Belvedere have done very well defensively. Even when they're down numbers, their wings are coming in and shutting it down, and Brophy's just looking to pick that quickly, and Collins still had his hand on the ball, and just knocked on there as he went to move. In fairness, Belvedere were in place on the far side.
So you see Conor Bateman coming on there for Owen McDermott, who took a bang to the face. once again. Belvedere will try to go. From here, it's good ball, really good ball from McGrath. Gets it outside again towards Daly. Now they're trying to bring in Tormey. He's tackled well by his opposite number. They still have it though, Belvedere. The big carry, but once again, that chop tackle. Really good tackling down low. On go Belvedere. Just a little bit of an overrun there, but McGrath, good hands, gets it out towards O'Leary. Brilliant pass. A lovely kick back inside from O'Leary. The bounce of the ball now. Just getting away. Brilliantly taken though.
There's numbers here, numbers.
They can go. Oh, and the fumble by Callum Bolton as everything opened up in front of him. I think he was looking at the try line before he got the ball.
Yeah, he definitely saw a lot of space, but really good play by Belvedere. You know, I don't know if they can actually run it forward into the line like that, but this guy's, the speed of the left winger, Daniel Leary, he's been electric, and Kieran Mangan is really well in the backfield there, fumbles it, he wins it back, and because Belvedere honeypotted to the ruck, there was an opportunity down the left hand side, but the game is still very lively.
I just love the ambition of both of these sides, trying to go from everywhere. And at one stage there was 4-on-1 down this near side, and they just ran out of space. But it's a loud blast of the whistle. And once again, a penalty going against Belvedere at scrum time. Cole not happy. Straight down is the call from him, referee Andrew Cole.
Yeah, despite Belvedere being a bigger pack and probably the more aggressive at scrum time, Newbridge have got the breaks from the referee and have won two if not three clear penalties in that area, which is helping them relieve pressure.
Outside of that right boot again from Callum Bolton. He tries to put the outside spin on it as we see the scrum set again. I think that's a fair call. You can see on the loose head side, Carl Brennan has shifted over to that side. Playing tight head initially, so probably just finding it a little bit hard to adjust to that loose head position, but he loses his feet. So that's a good call from the officials.
And Newbridge are bringing on two props now, Dennis Downing and Billy Bohan. Billy Bohan is the son of Enda Bohan, and his brother is Tom Bohan, who came on. He was tight head prop on the Newbridge Junior Cup team this year, a very good player.
And a knock on coming from Belvedere, picked up this time by Downing. Good ball there again. Brophy getting it out towards McGrory. He's had a good game, lots of carries. Little flick back inside towards Kelly. And they need to get out of there, Belvedere. Interfering.
Oh, great pass.
Brilliant pass over the top. Space here for Corcoran. Tries to find a way through, but he was tackled well. And that ball is there. Leave it is the call now from the referee. Brophy now goes digging for this one. Oh, it's a knock on. I cursed McGrory. I said what a great game he was having, and he just knocks that one on. Lovely dink over the top coming there from McGrath, but it's dealt with by Mangan. Now can he step and go? He can. He saw the prop in front of him, said I'll take you on, and he did just that, but it's gone back now towards Daly. He'll try and put it on the outside, gets it to the speedster. Danger man O'Leary, chopped down on that open field. Brilliant tackle coming in. I think it was Tom Bowen who managed to get him. And they go again through Spicer. McGrath out to Daly, bringing in the forwards now. Woody Kinsella hit hard by Dennis Downing. Little dummy pass coming through there by Ryan. Strong defence coming in here from Newbridge. No way through so far for Belvedere. They're trying to get a little bit of width on it. It's not quite working. They go with the crossfield kick. It's dealt with well, and a beautiful pass on the outside towards Bolton. It opens up in front of him. Covering tackle comes across well from Daniel O'Leary. Saves the day there for Belvedere. But you can see again how quick Newbridge are and how alert they are to a chance to go.
Yeah, any poor kick they look to punish Belvedere. In fairness to Belvedere, they're trying to vary their game. They're having a nice mixture of playing with width, ball in hand, hitting it up off 9 with the two big second rows, and also then look for that kick space. But great cover by Tom Bohan he gets back, brings his full back into it, and Bolton has a gallop down the left-hand side and good scramble defence. I'm really impressed with the left wing, Daniel O'Leary, both attacking and defensively. He's a real threat.
Good take there from Woody Kinsella in the line out for Belvedere. And Newbridge now being told to get out there. Yeah, giving away that penalty. Referee was patient as he could be. And we see now Belvedere going to their strengths, as we said, using that maul as Tormey looks to find a gap through, but he's drilled back in the tackle by the substitute, Billy Bowen.
You need to listen to me. You need to get out of there.
Played with his father many years ago. And a good player he was too.
And he probably played against the Newbridge captain, Kieran Kelly's father. Joe Kelly was a stalwart for Terranure in the back row.
So we've been around forever, Birch.
His uncle Larry Kelly taught me. He's a Dominican priest actually in Newbridge.
You're going to go through the whole family tree?
That's all I know. I know two of them.
Make sure you're legal when you're coming through, okay? Through the middle, not around the sides,
As we see
Mark's there.
Lewis Gone coming on there for Belvedere.
Lads, on your front man.
Conor O'Driscoll also coming on to replace Michael McGrath as the lineup goes on. Belvedere going now towards that driving maul. Taken off the back. Good break here. Once again, the pass from Brennan just not going to hand to Douse. It was a brilliant breakaway as well, and it opened up in front of them, and that so easily could have been a 7-pointer.
Yeah, so unlucky. Brilliant play off the line out. They kicked the corner, they wanted to break out. And in fairness, that typifies Bevo's day. There's been so many good things they've done, but just that last pass, just haven't had the composure and have let Newbridge off the hook despite some really bright play.
As we see Eddie Rees coming off.
Crouch! Boys!
Ball is there now for Newbridge, and an opportunity for them to clear their line. Scrum is solid. It's there at the feet of Fitzgibbon. He picks and goes. He's got Brophy on his outside, but he'll go on his own. Presents the ball well. Now Brophy will go in and dig that one out of there. Bowen with the carry. Presented again for Brophy. Taken forward this time by Downing. And Newbridge doing very well at working their way out of this one, as Brophy will set up for this box kick. Oh, it's gone backwards. That's messy. But he's managed to somehow hold on to it. Tackle release is the call. And it'll be Barry who'll go in and pick and drive this one. Again, good tackle coming in there from Musadov, driving him backwards.
Use it!
Now he'll get another chance with that left boot of his. He swings it well and he finds touch.
Yeah, he's outside.
He's outside. Well spotted.
Good pressure by Belvedere. They made him have to pick the last one because the ball popped out, and they started to put a bit of pressure on him there, and a big opportunity for Belvedere. The last line out, they opened up a hole in the seam of the back of the line out, and unfortunately the ball didn't go to hand, but here's another chance for them.
Belvedere now really need to get a score on the board as that clock ticks away. They haven't had a score yet in this second half. Most of the pressure has been coming from Newbridge and the opportunities. This is the first real chance we've seen from Belvedere. As they go with a good throw towards Kinsella again. He's been the go-to man in that line-out. They're setting up that maul again. As you can see, replacement scrum half Conor O'Driscoll trying to organise his forwards in front of him. Kelly just getting in there and making a use of himself, and Kelly has done it. A combination of Kelly and Tracy getting in there and getting their hands on that ball. You can see what it means to the captain of the Newbridge team getting up there.
Kelly knows that was a big turnover. That ball looked ominous. He managed to find his way through a couple of cracks in the setup and gets his hand on it. In fairness, he is legal. You just see he's reaching over there. Big moment in this game because Belvo score now. There's a lot of time left with the conditions starting to worsen.
Where's your physio?
And you do feel that this is probably the area that's let Belvedere down so far in this game, just in those set pieces, getting the body positions right in that maul. They have got huge players, enormous some of them, but they're not really able to use that bulk because their body positions just aren't correct. And you can see it there, that ball not being protected properly and allowing Newbridge to find a way to get in there and get their hands on it and turn it over.
Yeah, usually Phil Warhico teams are so well drilled, so tight in those fundamentals of the game, and for whatever reason today they just haven't been at the level that they need to bit. But you still fear, that if they get another chance, they have the power to score like they did in the first half with that try from McDermott.
Absolutely, and if Belvedere do manage to find a way to score that try, it'll be a very nervous end to this game for Newbridge, because there's still very little between these sides. 2 scores. Just get a little bit of a breather there for Captain Kieran Kelly as they set this scrum up again, and I feel that Brophy will be keen to get this one away and clear out from inside their own 22. Had a good game, Brophy, at 9.
Yeah, he's having a super game, and he's the representative player, and he's looked like that for Newbridge. Everything good has come through him.
Good scrum again, it's there, it's at the back. Fitzgibbon now digs it out once more, pick and drive from the number 8, makes good ground, presents that ball slightly outside, they need to be careful. Brophy now goes for a little dart down that left-hand side, he's grabbed by Usanov.
That's outside the 22.
On goes Tracy now, but he's drilled back. Great hit coming in there from Brennan, putting him back. And Belvedere slowly building into this with their defensive play, putting pressure back on Newbridge. Brophy now swings the left boot and makes a little bit of ground, but all the time it's still pressure from Belvedere, and they are just outside the 22.
Yeah, 19 minutes left. You can hear the Belvedere captain asking the referee at the last break in play. So once they're playing in the right areas, it just takes one defensive slip up or one bit of brilliance from Belvedere to bring him right back in this game.
Options for Belvedere with Carmody. They go instead to Kinsella, the go-to man all day long. Every line-out almost has been thrown on him, and it's been successful for the most part. As they go here now, good carry coming in from Dowse. Clear out is good too from Bateman. Big ball laid back, but that one's gone forward, but it's a penalty. It was done illegally. Hands in there. What'll they do?
Yeah, I think it's in front of the post. I'd take it and go again. There's lots of time left in this game. Interested, the captain's coming in to have a word. Jed Tormley.
I think they're going to go to the corner. Yeah, I think they'll go for the corner. Their maul has been successful. They scored in that first half with the try from that. So,
yeah, and the hooker Dowse has been thrown really well, and have been using number 6 Woody Kinsella to good effect in the middle of the line out. So Newbridge have sacked the last couple though, so they need to resist that.
Yeah, it's been a great kick there from Tormey. Finds their way right
17,
inside 10 metres of the line. Got to get this one right, Bernard. Crucial throw. Watch Kinsella. He has been the go-to man. He is again. Now let's see how they get set up. Need to get that body height down. Carmody is in there. They've shifted it back towards David Dowse. He's in control. Newbridge are resisting well though, but the drive is edging forward. Dowse has the ball at the back of that maul. It's a great drive coming from Belvedere. They're still there, ever closer, but the loud shrill call comes from the referee. It's a need to hear that one.
Stop is back there.
Yeah, I think that's harsh on Belvedere, to be honest.
I have to use it twice.
In fairness, the referee is saying use it, but I think if you're the 9 there and you take it away, the coach is going to be after you. He said it went sideways, but for me it never stopped. It was moving at all times, so that's very, very harsh on Belvedere.
Yeah, as the rain starts to come down here now again, I'd be in agreement with you. I think that maul was moving forward the whole way. Whether it be sideways, it was still going in a forward direction. And that is very, very harsh on Belvedere. But however,
they get another chance here because
big scrum.
It's going to be difficult to exit in this area of the field.
Brophy now. It's risky stuff. Oh, well done. Great work there by Waters, trying to find a gap through that. They need to clear their lines here now, Newbridge. They don't want to be messing around in this area. Good hit coming in there from Usanov for Belvedere. Oh, a little bit of a loopy pass. Where's this one going? It's been half charged down. It's picked up now by Tormey. Captain, big run from him. He needs support. Ball's available. In goes O'Driscoll. Out towards Bateman. Driscoll now, he's got numbers on the outside. Go instead towards Smith.
No.
O'Driscoll, they keep going outside. Usanov goes forward. He's cleared out with Woody Kinsella. Back involved is Michael Carmody. Good play this from Belvedere, just slow, steady build-up. Asking questions of the Newbridge defence all the time. Can't get isolated though. They've got Bateman there on the outside. He takes it forward. Good drive from him. Tackles coming in by Downing again. Goes to Usanov. Big drive from the number 8. Ball's available. It's a quick ball. They need to go wide. It's taken forward though by Woody Kinsella. And once again, the decision goes against Belvedere. Sealing off is the call from referee Cole. Have a look at this one, Birch.
Yeah, I think it is sealing off, but in fairness to Belvedere, they're throwing everything at Newbridge, and for the moment Newbridge are surviving. Yeah, he just seals, cleans off, and in fairness to Bowen, to Tom Bowen, he points out to the referee, but it's relentless attack from Belvedere, and they're really starting to show up, getting some big carries in from Usanov, you know, and across the back line you see Jed Tormey really getting into it now. And the weather's picked up again, so there's still lots of time here. It's a good kick though.
David Dowse as the hooker. It hasn't found touch though. It's kept in there by O'Leary, and he's got pace, we know that, but he runs straight into a huge tackle. Needs to get that ball back. There for O'Driscoll. He's got numbers down this left-hand side. Brennan, lovely pass from the tight head. Gets it to Tormey on the outside. Where's this one going to bounce? Well done, Brophy. Fabulous pickup by the scrum half. Needs support, and they're there. Newbridge in numbers. Callum Bolton coming in well to help seal that ball off, but Belvedere now through Dowse and O'Driscoll. Back it goes. And Bowen. It is a penalty for Belvedere though against Dennis Downing for coming in from the side.
It's a number of cynical plays against your number 17.
They've got to go for the corner here, Birch, and get that ball set up. This is a golden opportunity. You're looking at the clock. There's about 10 minutes left in the game, 10-11 minutes. They've got to go for that try.
Yeah, taking out the charging player.
You think they will? Their line-out's been good. This is the closest they'll have been. This is the closest they've been.
Big line-out set up now for Belvedere. David Dowse, huge throw for him.
Penalty.
He's got the giant Alan Spicer to aim for, but it's been Woody Kinsella all day that they've been going for.
Yeah, here's the penalty. It's just against Dennis Dowling. He just
on the line, please, lads.
Oh God, it's very little.
They're going to tap and go. They're giving it to the big man. Spicer trying to get over that line. Defense is good though. Usanov with the reach, just short of the line. It's picked up by Carmody. He's over the line, but he's turned over. He's twisted and turned over. It's been held up again. Heroic defence here from Newbridge.
And it's Kelly again, Reggie. That's a brilliant defence. You thought for all money Belvedere were going to score there. Good body position, but Newbridge just managed.
On the 5.
Kelly and Brophy twisted him as he came over the line and held him up, and now it's a goal line drop. But you feel if Belvedere are going to come back at him. It's very hard to get any distance on this kick, you know, into the wind, and Belvedere getting set up in the backfield. I don't think Newbridge will be able to hold Belvedere out. It's relentless.
That's wonderful, wonderful defence. There's no question about it. And I think there was the likes of McGrath and a number of others in there as well, as they get as much distance as they can out of this one. But it's taken by Gahan, and Gahan now gets O'Driscoll. It's there for Usanov. He goes forward again, and they'll start all over again, Belvedere. Nice little pass there to Bateman from Daly. O'Driscoll probing the whole time. Daly, nice pass from him. Lovely flick out the back. Oh, again the fumble comes just at the crucial moment from Patrick O'Grady. He can't believe it.
Yeah, so unlucky. Lovely play for Belvedere. They using the big men to get into the middle of the field, then bouncing back down the blind side. A couple of decoy runners out the back, and you know, it's just he nearly had too much time. the Newbridge cover was coming across, but that was a great opportunity.
10 left.
So Mark Masterson has put in a huge performance today, but his day is done as Oliver Udell comes in to replace him and bring fresh legs into that front row, because one feels there's going to be a lot of defending in this last 8 minutes.
Yeah, you think Newbridge need those fresh legs. Most of their bench are already on the field. Belvedere really putting Newbridge to the pin in their collar, despite not having got the scores on the board. This has been a huge pressure for Newbridge for the last 15 minutes, all the second half actually.
Newbridge will definitely feel that if they can just put in one more scrum performance here and get this ball back towards Brophy and maybe to the feet of Fitzgibbon, and he can get it back to Bowen or one of the other backs to clear this. Just run down the clock.
No, that's okay.
And as we creep into the 63rd minute with 12 points between the two teams, time is starting to run out for Belvedere.
Yeah, absolutely, and Newbridge are getting a bit of cramp and looking to take a little bit of sting out of the game, but Belvedere want to play this fast. They have momentum at the moment.
Crouch. Boy.
Ty Brophy now with the put in.
Set.
Scrum is set. Pressure will come on from Belvedere straight away. They're getting the drive. The stop now is the call. Turnover ball. They pick up off the base. Now, this is the chance that Belvedere have been waiting for. It's taken forward by Conor Bateman. Driscoll gets it on the outside towards Spicer, flicks it on well. Good tackle coming in again, but it's there for Belvedere. Driscoll goes on the outside towards Dowse. He's had a good game, but he's lost that one forward again. Referee says play on. Oh, the call comes from the touch judge. It just squirted out underneath the left hand arm of Dowse as he went forward there. You'll see it again in the replay. So unlucky.
Oh, so unlucky. It's a big hit there from Kelly, but Belvedere were working their way towards the post, a two-side attack. Just unfortunate there, slips forward on the ground. Good work by the ref officials. The referee missed it, was on his blind side, but the near side touch judge picked it up.
Brilliant tackle coming in there from Dennis Downing to stop David Dowse in his tracks and force that error once again. Newbridge with this opportunity to clear their lines. Good scrum once more from Belvedere. This time it ends up on the Newbridge side. Bowen with a long clearing kick. Tormey underneath. It takes it well this time. Little show, but he's got three players in front of him. He's hit hard there by Bolton. Was it high? The calls from the Belvedere players is yes, but the referee says no. On goes second row. Alan Spicer. O'Driscoll now out towards Daly, bringing in the replacement, Michael Carmody. Good hands from Daly again. Another wonderful tackle coming in from Tom Bowen. His tackle count is up in double figures at this stage. Cleared out. Gotta be careful to keep the feet there. Spicer flicks it in the back. Picked up very well there by Gahan. Daly goes forward. Needs support. Room for a pick and drive, but O'Driscoll uses Spicer. He's chopped down well by Bowen. O'Driscoll now using Bateman. He makes a metre or two. It's a good ball there now. They need to use this Belvedere. Out it goes towards Spicer. It's taking everything Newbridge have to keep this defensive line intact. Daly, little show. He's dragged down though. Leave it is the call from the referee. O'Driscoll. Players on the outside again. Straightening up that line well is Andre Ryan. Was it knocked forward? Yes, and off his feet as well as the call from the referee. And you feel that that might be it now for Belvedere.
Yeah, and it was Bowen. Bowen came in and made the read. He's made some great tackles. He just gets in that passing channel there. Belvedere trying to offload. You know, they're starting to get a little bit anxious now. Anxious. They know they need to score, and they give away a penalty on the ground.
That's a huge relief for Newbridge as they get a chance to let this one down well inside the Belvedere half, and you can just see the body language of the Belvedere players now starting to drop a little bit after that disappointment. They've had so much possession in those last 10 minutes and just not able to find a way through that Newbridge defence.
Yeah, they've thrown everything at him, and no more so than the second row that we heard so much about before the game. Alan Spicer, he's offered himself as a ball carrier. He's shown really good hands, a very good Gaelic footballer. He's left nothing out there, but just the breaks haven't really gone for Belvo. At key moments, they've just had little handling errors or given away penalties.
Good throw from Udell, the line out works. And now Newbridge will try and run this down. Watson goes to the ground. Good hands from them here. Water's all lovely. There's numbers on the outside here if they can find it. Straighten up the line. On goes Bolton. Straightens it well. Needs to get that ball back now. Could be turned over, but Brophy squirts out the side. He somehow manages to dive on that ball and protect it. Now his forwards will come in the form of Kelly. Newbridge, Sam Fitzgibbon, just keeping it nice and tight. And it goes loose again. A little bit scrappy now. They don't need to take these risks at this stage. It's turned over well there by O'Driscoll. The replacement 9 got his hands on it. Now Belvedere need to go. They have numbers on the right. Once again, they look to pick and drive. They need to use the speed. Tormey gets it on the outside. Now let's see as O'Leary gets some space. Brilliant step on the outside by O'Leary. He's missing the tackle. He's got a race to the corner. Across comes the cover. What a tackle that is from Ty Brophy, the scrum half. Still finding the energy to get back and make that tackle, but it's still with Belvedere as Douse goes forward. Pick and drive from Spice. Held up short of the line once more.
Looking for him.
Belvedere not giving up yet. O'Driscoll tells his forwards to go with it.
Back foot, lads, back foot.
It's there again. Pick and drive is on. Newbridge defending their line for all they're worth. Usanov reaches. Is he there? It looks like it's on the line. Yes, says the referee. And just when we thought that Newbridge had done enough to see this game out, Alex Usanov for Belvedere with the pick and drive barges his way over and gets that ball to touch the line. And there'll be a conversion opportunity, and we're not done yet, Bernard.
No, and Belvedere deserved that, and probably more, to be honest. That's a great score, and it was the danger man, the left winger, Daniel Leary. How Brophy got back and stopped him. But then from there, they go into the pick-and-go game. They've been so close on other occasions, but Usanov, he had the power and strength to make sure he got to the line. Look at that, right on the line. Really good awareness of where his body is and where the ball is, and, you know, the conversion here now, and there's still time for Belvo to go and get a winner.
Don't forget we had some injury time as well. Not a lot, but we had some injuries. So Tormey now, the right-footed kicker. It's on a good side for him. There has been a little bit of wind swirling and picking up. He strikes it well. Does it come around? No. It's gone out to the right. So 7 points between the teams. Tormey doesn't look happy jogging back there. Might have a slight bit of a niggle. But we will have a restart, and we will have a chance for Belvedere to go again.
Absolutely, we could have 4 or 5 minutes left in this, and a converted try gets a draw, and, you know, Belvedere will get huge confidence from that. Newbridge look very fatigued. They've had to do a lot of defending. There's another change here. I think the captain's coming off, Kelly. All the subs are on now.
Look at that break. Wonderful from O'Leary. Steps back inside. What a tackle it was, though, by Ty Brophy to get back there at this stage of the game.
He was actually down getting treatment just before that, Reggie. It's a brilliant, it's a match-winning tackle in its own right, but it mightn't be enough today.
Tom Bowen, they go long. They'll look to pin Belvedere back in their own half. That one's not dealt with. So they'll just kick this one out. That'll suit Newbridge nicely. Just on the 10-metre line, they'll be happy to let this run down. Don't be surprised to see them set up a maul off this and some short pops to run down the clock.
Yeah, you'd imagine this is where Brophy will try and take control, make sure he uses his forwards in the forward pod. But, you know, Belvo with the height they have, will look to try and get up and disrupt with obviously changes at the hooking and also the front row.
Important throw this for Newbridge. Towards the front. That's taken well by Davitt. They're going open. Not afraid to keep that ball going. It's there for Brophy again. Downey. Good drive there by Davitt. Putting width on it now. It's risky play here from Newbridge, but on they go from Bolton. Always the risk of an intercept when you're playing looping passes like that. Need to keep it a little bit tighter. Shane Davitt now drilled back in the tackle. Belvedere desperately trying to turn this ball over. Brophy to Bowen, puts it on the outside. Taken forward there by Collins. Good work by the centre, keeping that ball there. Brophy now puts it on the outside. I just feel that these passes are so risky at this stage of the game. Brilliant work again there by Shane Tracy, the Newbridge second row. And they go. Oh, and the penalty. And will there be one last roll of the dice here for Belvedere? That's exactly what Newbridge didn't want to do.
Yeah, very good defence by Belvedere. Just waiting for their chance. Newbridge are trying to play with width, but Bell will have the line speed. There's just over a minute left. This is a key moment. You know, they need to drive this right down as far as the 22 and then bring that big maul into it.
And as you said, Belvedere would be desperate to put this in the corner and try and set up that maul and score from it. If it does go to a draw, of course, there will be a replay and not extra time. And Belvedere would probably think it would be a huge get out for them if they manage to get to that position and try and fix the problems. But I don't know if that one's made touch. It has. What a kick that is by Tormey, and he's cramping up, and he still manages to get that kick, and we're in for the grandstand finish of all grandstand finishes here. A penalty right in the corner for Belvedere. Their line out, and they'll have the chance to set this one up and try and make that maul work. Pressure on Bolger here. Good throw, well taken there. In comes the drive. Craig Cochran was the one who had it. The drive is coming. Belvedere just short.
That's your own man.
It's there, it's over. The 5 metre line. It's being presented now. Ustinov, the try scorer, looks to go himself. Huge call from the referee again, sealing off that one. And that's the game, you'd feel. Ustinov fancied his chances of going for that one. One of his own players coming in illegally and sealing it off again.
Yeah, I think it was a sub Connor Bateman just trying to, just his body position is diving down rather than going up. So it is a penalty, but yeah, you know, still about 15 seconds left. What will Newbridge do? Time's up.
I think there's a very good chance they'll be booting this as far over into the dotter as they can get it. It's been an incredible game of rugby. You can see what it means to the Newbridge players. They came into this game as slight underdogs. Tom Bowen kicks that one out of play. They went in at half-time 17 points to 5 in the lead after tries from Lawler and Corcoran. But in the second half, they had to defend as Belvedere came right back at them. And a try from Ustinov brought it right to 17 points to 10. And right to the very end, Belvedere were there with a chance.
It's cruel for Belvedere, Reggie. I think a draw would have been a fair result given, you know, the way the game played out. Belvedere totally dominant in the second half, but great defence from Newbridge, and as I said, probably got the breaks, both from a refereeing point of view, plus the bounce of the ball to get a win.
Well, as you said, it's been an incredible game of rugby. Newbridge College come out victorious today.